Once upon a time, in the heart of Umoji village, there lived a man named Obiora. He was the richest man in the village, yet, for all his riches, there was one thing Obiora lacked. No woman wanted to marry him in Umoji village. At the village market, where women gathered to sell goods, Obiora's name will often mention in a harsh tone. Obiora, the rich man, Obiora, the rich man, one woman scoffed. I would rather marry a poor fisherman than suffer with him. Money cannot solve his problem. Another one giggled. Meanwhile, this is not the first time Obiora is hearing this gossip, but today this caught him deeper. He decided his feet and walked away, his face burning with shame. Obiora's house, the biggest in Umoji, was filled with servants, yet it felt empty. Another stranger would say, what use a big house if he had no wife to share it with? That night, as he laid on his luxury bed, he made a decision: he would seek help, no matter the cost. The next morning, he made his way into a deeper forest of a shrine of Dibia Okeke, the most feared herbalist in Umoji. The air smelled of a burning herbs, and a cave wooden mask lying at the entrance. Why have you come, rich man? Dibia Okeke voice. Obiora hesitated, then spoke. No woman wants me, Dibia. I need your help. Dibia Okeke narrowed his eyes. Your weight means nothing in the matter of man and woman. Obiora swallowed. Give me herbs to enlarge my faith. Immediately the old man sighted and disappeared into a dark corners of his shrine, returning with a calabash. Drink this for 7 days and 7 nights, Dibia Okeke instructed, but be warned. Just be warned. Sometimes things grow beyond control and you have the consequence beyond. He didn't care about the warnings. He quickly grabbed the calabash and left. The first night he drank the potion, nothing happened. The third night he drank it. He felt a strange warmth in his body. By the 5th night, he noticed a change. He noticed a change at the 7th night. Obiora gained all his reflections. He was no longer the man women mocked. The chief daughter once rejected Obina, but this time when he asked her for her hand in marriage, she blushed and quickly accepted. The villagers celebrated. The richest man in their land was finally getting married. On their wedding night, as Adeze entered Obiora's room, she screamed in a loud voice. All the servants rushed in, but what they saw made them frozen in horror. Obina's manhood has grown beyond natural size. Adeze fled, running through the village in tears. Obina is cursed. Obina is cursed, she cried. The next morning, the village elders met in the chief palace. This is an abomination, Ebuka thundered. Dibia Okeke must be summoned, said Elder Wonsu. When Dibia Okeke arrives, he only laughed. I warned him, he said. But what can be done has already been done, as Obina begged him. Dibia Okeke's face darkened. Once something grew beyond its natural size, cutting it off would be the solution. As he mounted, Obiora refuses to accept his fate. He traveled from village to village seeking for cure. One day, he heard about an old woman who lived in a deep forbidden forest. As he knew more, he was so desperate as he began his journey. The path to the old woman's haunt led him to a river where voices of men whispered in the wind. Turn back, the voice warned. He never listened to the voices as he embarked on his journey. The old woman, bent with age, stared at him. You drank a forbidden herb, she said. Obina fell on his knees. Help me, help me. The old woman shook her head. The cost is not simple. You must give something precious in return. What will I give in return? He asked. The old woman's eyes flashed like a torchlight. Your weight. Obina gaped. Was this the price of this foolishness? That night, Obina sat outside the haunt, tall with angers. Could this be a reality? Could this be? Oh, could this be a reality? He really gave up everything. That same evening, he returned back to the old woman. I will do it. I will do anything that it will take me to be well again. The old woman handed him a bitter potion. Drink, and by the sunrise, all will be normal. But by the sunset, your weight will be gone. He drank the potion. By the morning, he was healed. But the moment he stepped out of the forest, he found that his cattle is gone, all he has is gone, and his house are empty. Everything he owns is gone, and now a poor man. He must work as a laborer on the farm he once owned, face humiliation from those who once admired him, and learn that true worth is not in riches but in characters. One morning, as he fetches water, he saw a young lady struggling to carry a pot. Let me help you, he offered. She hesitated but nodded. My name is Nene, she said. Unlike other villagers, Nene did not mock him. She spoke kindly, asking about his struggle. You are not defined by what you lost, she said. For the first time, Obina felt seen, not as a rich man, but as a person he is. Years pass. With his growing farm, Obina has an idea. What if I trade my crops in other village? He asked himself. He thinks like a real man. Words spread across the villagers. Obina is no longer a fallen man. He was now a hard-working man and a honest trader. One evening, Obina took Nena to a river. I once wanted a wife for the wrong reason, he admitted. Now, I know love is about respect, not pride. Nena smiled. So what are you saying? I am saying, will you marry me? The villagers gathered as Obiora and Nena married. This time, there was no whispering, only cheers. With his wife by his side, he focused on his farm and trading business. He helped the poor, supported young farmers, and taught the village youth about patience and hard work. Even Chief Ebuka, who once summoned him, admitted, Obina, you are the king of the king in Umoji, and Umoji needed you more. One day, Dibia Okeke came to Obina's farm. You have learned what true wealth is, he said. Not money, but wisdom. Nena gave birth to a son. Nena gave birth to his son, and they named him Uche, meaning wisdom. He built a market for the farmers to trade, ensuring no one in their village would go hungry again. When he finally left this world, the villagers mourned, but they also celebrated. He was once the richest in Umoji village, they said, but true wealth was in his heart. Also, his story was passed down generations, remembering to all that riches can be lost, but wisdom lasts forever. This is the end of our story. Lessons from the story. True wealth lies in characters, not wealth. Obina believed that money could solve all his problems, but he learned too late that riches alone do not bring respect or love. In the end, it was his humanity, kindness, and hard work that earned him true happiness. Please like our story